President Biden is heading to Cleveland this afternoon to share more of his strategy on improving the economy as part of his American Rescue Plan. For more on that, let's bring in NBC News White House correspondent Carol Lee. Carol, good morning. So, this visit comes as Americans deal with just everything costing more, everything being tough to pay for. What can we expect the president's message to be today?
Well, Savannah, this message from the president today is going to be about pensions. So this is a piece of the American Rescue Plan that is designed to preserve pensions for workers and retirees. And so that's what the president is going to talk about. He's going to talk about how the provision in the American Rescue Plan will make those pensions available despite the economic downturn that we've seen because of the pandemic, and then on top of that, other issues. And he's going to Cleveland to do this against the backdrop of a union. So he's really trying to make his case to working class Americans, say that he is out there fighting for them and that this is a piece of that, and the White House says that this will impact roughly about 2 to 3 million workers and retirees. And so the president traveling to Cleveland, it's his fourth time traveling to Ohio since taking office. So this is a state that he clearly has his eyes on, and these types of voters are those that he feels like he may be able to win over. Despite his very low approval rating, this is something that the White House hopes will resonate with workers and that he can tout as one of his big accomplishments, Savannah.
Carol, one of the other things that, of course, is really hurting is the price of gas. Every time you have to fill up, it just seems like it's getting worse and worse. Yeah. Now, last month, President Biden proposed a gas tax holiday as a way to at least do a little bit to ease the burden. Where do things stand on that front?
Not really anywhere that looks like it's going to make headway here, Savannah, frankly. This is something the president proposed 2 weeks ago. At the time, the White House, even privately, knew that this was something that wasn't going to take off in Congress. Members of the president's own party aren't for it. And then you have Republican opposition. So it hasn't gone anywhere. And what we've seen in the 2 weeks since the president called for the Congress to pass this 3-month gas tax holiday is that he's lashing out at other things that he thinks are responsible for gas prices. Over the weekend, we saw him tweet about gas station companies saying that they are not passing the savings, the lower gas prices that we've seen recently, lower oil prices we've seen recently, to the consumer at the gas pump. That drew a lot of criticism from Republicans, from Jeff Bezos, the Amazon titan. And so the White House is pushing back, saying that the president is trying to do everything he can to get gas prices lower. Notably, Savannah, he's also going to Saudi Arabia next week, and that's a space where the White House is hoping that he may be able to do something to try to lower those gas prices. But so far, not any success.
Carol, before I let you go, I do want to ask about something coming up Friday. We'll get the June jobs report from the Labor Department, and economists are predicting fewer jobs were added last month compared to the month before. Is that something the White House is concerned about?
This is going to be really interesting because this is a report where they don't want it to be too good and they don't want it to be too bad. So there's this kind of sweet spot that the White House is hoping for in terms of the number of jobs increases. Because if there are too many job increases, that might push pressure on the Fed to take more action. That puts other pressures on the economy. If the jobs report is really bad, and there aren't a lot of jobs that were created, that's going to then, create other sorts of issues. And so the White House is hoping that it's somewhere in the middle, not too good, not too bad.
All right, we'll have to wait and find out on Friday. Carol, thank you so much.